Joining us at the beach today is Gunplay. This should be interesting. Miami guy, debut studio album, Living Legend, is out July 31st. He runs with Rick Ross's crew. Let's get to know him a little bit. Gunplay, how would you describe your life in Carroll City growing up?
Reckless, making poor decisions, chasing money, just trying to, trying to survive and arrive alive.
What would you say is the scariest situation you found yourself in because you were reckless?
This situation wasn't because I was reckless, but my truck got shot up with me and two members of the Triple C's, Young Breed and Torch. And it was about 8, 9 bullet holes in my car. And by the grace of God, not one of them hit us.
Why were there 8 or 9 bullet holes in your car?
We had a shootout at a radio station.
But how'd the situation get to that point?
We was at an underground radio station, and we was there for about 30, 45 minutes. And you got a lot of haters out here. You got people that just don't like you or just want to earn a stripe off of you. But thanks to God that my homie, he has seen them rolling back around, and by that time, he opened fire, and they opened fire back, and I was already in my truck at that time, and it was too late to, jump out, and, so I kind of stayed in the truck, and all you heard was bang, it was bing, whistle, bing, bing, bing. I'm like, no, this can't be life.
How did you climb out of that situation? Not that particular situation, but your situation, the reckless situation.
In 2012, I caught a charge. I was arrested for armed robbery and assault with a deadly weapon. I went on a run for about 9, 10 months. And I turned myself in, and they said that my charge, along with my points already that I had, my previous charges, that I was eligible for 10 to life, and the prosecutor was going for a life sentence. It was a PBL, means punishable by life. And once I sat in that jail cell, I told God, I said, look, man, I ain't coming back here. If you get me out of here, I promise you I won't come back. But the only way you won't come back is if you change something within yourself. You know what I mean? I had to change my whole mentality. And from that day forth, man, sitting in that cell thinking, man, I ain't coming home. I ain't gonna see my son, my mom, and I have an opportunity to make millions of dollars in this rap game. And I still got one foot in the street and one in the industry. Let me just take this foot out the street and put it in the industry. Put 2 feet in the industry and keep walking straight. You know what I'm saying? And make a run for the finish line. So that kind of changes your life, man. You know what I mean? And since then, I haven't even raised my voice.
You got the gun charge because you pulled a gun on your accountant, correct? It's on video. So what happened there? Why did it escalate to that place?
Again, temper problem. And nobody messes with my money. I don't care who you are. Don't play with my money. You know what I mean? And it's an unfortunate action I took. Unfortunately, I jumped the gun, and I paid the price for it. You know what I mean? But I made it out, and I ain't going back. But you don't play with my money. That's just about this bottom line. And now I'll just, I say, you know what, God bless you. I'm gonna go get some more money. You know what I mean? I'll let you have that. You probably need it more than I do. But now, you know, I mean, that's what I say now. But before, forget about it. Forget about it.
You said you were on the run for 9 or 10 months. What was that time like?
That was wild. You know, I left in the middle of the night with me and my girl, and you know, I wanted to just get my affairs in order first before I turned myself in. That's what really I was doing when I was on the run. Along with shooting, I shot about 15 videos, maybe 16 videos. I released a mixtape during the time. I went to acting school during that time. I just didn't want to stop working. You know, work was taking my mind off of, you ain't never coming home when they catch you. You know what I'm saying?
That's a strange way to be a fugitive.
Yeah, I was about to say, that seems kind of hard to hide when you're doing all that stuff.
Yeah, trust me, you know what I mean? But I made it happen.
Can you give us the details of exactly what happened at the BET Awards in 2012 when you got into it with 50 Cent and G-Unit?
Yeah, I was on the run then. That's after that, I had to turn myself in. The judge saw.
Are you on the run and you went to the BET Awards?
Yeah, I mean, look.
That's an
I tried
excellent question.
I tried to tell my folks, man, I'm like, yo, I'm not going, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm not going. And people gonna be out there, I'm not going. They talked me into going.
How'd they talk you into going?
Yeah, man, they talked me into going. Nah, you good.
That's terrible
wait,
fugitive behavior. Terrible.
You not running around with the knuckleheads because they might get pulled over, but you was on national television and then got into it with
Finally
knuckleheads.
got into a fight with 50 Cent.
I wasn't gonna miss the awards, you know what I'm saying? You know, but everything happened for a reason. You know, I seen 50 Cent, and you know, I took off on him, and you know, whatever, you know, what happened, but I'm past that now. And I turned myself in 6 days later without a scratch on my face, you know what I mean? And that's the past, and it's all about living legend, the future, July
All right.
31st.
Okay, and we will get there, I promise you. We don't have to keep talking about the past. Just one more detail on this fight. True or false, 50 Cent was hiding behind security when this fight started with the fugitive who was at the BET Awards?
All I know, I got off. I don't know who he was hiding behind. I got off. I didn't care what happened to me after that, but I got off. Period. Everybody know that. So, you know.
I agree.
Straight up.
He was scared of you.
My veins don't pump no Kool-Aid, Jack. You know what I'm saying?
The man sitting in front of us right now goes back and gives yourself what kind of advice 10, 15 years ago?
Oh, man, that's a great question. If I could pull a Marty McFly Back to the Future 2 and go back and tell myself something, I say, listen, nobody out here wants to see you do good. Just focus on your music, man. Stay out the streets. I know you want to turn up in the club. I know you want to smoke this and drink that, but you wasting time. You can't get time back, man. You can get money back, you can get friends back, but you can't get time back. So don't waste time, young jit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would have told myself.
It's a funny cup for him to be drinking from, don't you think? What would you say is the most
Cuban coffee.
What is the most hurt that you have been by a friendship that's gone wrong, or something in the past that feels like a betrayal?
Again, on my case, my co-defendant, he gave a statement, you know, in detail of what happened, and that broke my heart. So that's, you know, I had surveillance against me. I had the victim, which called the police. And on top of that, I got my co-defendant spilling the beans when all he had to do was just shut up. It is what it is, though. You know, I'm not mad at him now. I don't hold no grudges. I'm just moving forward, and I know You know what I mean? It just gives me more not to trust nobody. We could be cool, but at the end of the day, when the laws draw down on you, not too many people gonna hold that water. You know what I mean? Not too many people is not gonna crack. A lot of people gonna crack. The toughest of the toughest, the most gangster of the gangster, the killers of the killers, the this's of the that's. They, you know, 9 times out of 10 they gonna fold. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't trust nobody no more. That broke my heart. You know what I mean? That was my homie. You know what I mean? We rode every day. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even put it. I was like, you crazy. My lawyer said, he gave a statement. How cool are you with him? I was like, nah, it's impossible. It's impossible. But when we was in the courtroom, the state attorney, you know, she unveiled the ugly truth.
Thank you for being on with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Gracias, gracias. Been on you a long time. Time to pee now.
When you finish first, they hate you worse. Starting to see now. I'm out the round table. Where your seat at?
Where your plate, where your lobster, where your sea bass.
Hey!